Alright guys, so we're on our way home. I have a meeting for Fresh Set, and there is girl math and then there's mom math. So I'm gonna let you guys in on a little mom math. We wake up in the morning and you stay out of the house until about between the hours of like 9 to 1. You schedule your meetings for about 2 o'clock because you know baby sleeps around that time, and you'll have about 45 minutes to an hour to get a good meeting in. So I'm gonna be having a meeting today with, she's actually a longtime friend. We both do, you can hold it in a second. We both do product photography. I've kind of switched out of that now and am going now into, yeah. So we both do product photography. She's still in product photography and brand strategy, and now I'm kind of in like influencer management and creative partnership. So I'm gonna have a quick little meeting with her, see if we can align something for Fresh Set, which is really exciting. As you know, Fresh Set is my new business baby. Press on nails for bold and playful people, bold and playful designs. And yeah, so I'm excited to do that. So I scheduled the meeting for 2 o'clock because I know Zevin is always gonna go down for a nap around like 1 o'clock. So I leave my mom's house exactly at 1:30 because I know with a 15-minute drive, he is going to knock out and go to sleep. And if not, he can play with something until he's a little tired and I can just hold him while he naps. So
we're like smaller, that I can like share all of this like rich experience that I have, like, because the one-on-one and helping people is like, being of service is really my happy place.
Yeah, I completely agree, because even with product photography, I felt like it got to a point where it was so like exchange, and then you start to lose the essence of why you even started the business, you know?
Yes.
So yeah, I agree.
Fresh Set.
Thank you.
Obsessed. I'm a nail girly.
Right. Me too. I've always been a nail girly. So let me tell you why I even started. So okay. I've always been like an acrylic girly. High school, college, all of that. Always been it, right? And then like I've always liked to do like designs and stuff like that. But you know, like if you go into the salon to do like a design, if you want more than one design, it's like $5 to $7 per nail. And I'm like, okay, that's ridiculous. So I got to a point where I stopped doing acrylics, and then I started doing like press on nails. But like I felt like the designs at the time were not like the most, you know, like they just weren't giving me like, I feel like we have like a similar aesthetic, like very vibrant, crazy, like my nails do not have to match my outfit. You know, his dad is a drummer, so this is that. So, you know, and then I got pregnant with him, and then worse, I couldn't do acrylics, and then I was like breastfeeding. I didn't want to be away from him for too long, so I like leaned into press-ons heavy. But then like having him, like I had to pivot with the daily media, and like I obviously didn't have the bandwidth to start a whole entire press-on nail line. But now he's 2, and like I have a little bit more wiggle room, you know. So that's basically. And I mean, there of course I want to do like some more simple designs, but like just coming out in marketing, I didn't want to come out like, you know, I wanted to come out swinging, bold and playful, you know. Eunice has joined the chat.
Oh my god.
She's back there feeding King Z, because that's how he likes to act like we work for him. But anyways,
I kind of work.
So we have, you do work for him, not me. I made you. I don't work for you.
Oh no, honey.
Anyways, we have a cruise coming up, so we've been buying little things little by little. Shh, don't tell the men.
The credit card already just exposed us.
I don't use credit cards, y'all. I'm lying. Okay, anyways.
Well, we use our credit card, honey, but we ain't got no.
We pay it. We pay it.
We definitely don't.
Anyways, we're going to go in TJ Maxx. If you don't know, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, I kind of crossed Ross off because they don't really have no quality stuff recently. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, H&M, Zara, bam. You don't have to go any further. You could write that under my name. So we're gonna go in TJ Maxx, see if we find anything to add to our cruise wardrobe. We're just gonna do a little shopping around and talking. Okay, y'all, so the what you call her?
The fitting room attendant.
The fitting room attendant almost tried our set, but we're gonna allow character.
Character, as we learned on Sunday, when you're under pressure, allow character to emerge. Because
if not, you'll snatch somebody's daughter or son.
Oh no.
Oh no. Really quick. Wow. We're really giving cute cruise. And we're gonna do a nice little cover up with that. So we'll see what we keep. Okay, so this is definitely giving nice, shimmery, right here.
She's a little bit confused.
Is that
what? I'm like, remember you counted them out? Because she gave me the ticket for them, right?
Yeah, she did. And then you're gonna go out there and she's gonna say you have 3 things in your whatever, and then you're gonna have to fight her. These are the.
Oh my God.
It's definitely giving more on me, but.
Actually, this is a large and I'm not a large, so that's the discrepancy right now.
Look,
okay?
the side is a little cut deep, but
they're so, you know, guys.
they're cut different because yours has like a little bit of blue. My flower's over here, yours is over there.
That's why we could swim.
It's literally adjacent.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
It's definitely
like
cute.
we're feeling this 100%. I feel totally island vibes here.
What's with the tone?
Like totally island vibes here. Yes, totally. Was that tongues for interpretation?
Headed to my local coffee shop to get some work done. This is usually how I just get work done. I have my mom watch 7 while I do a little bit of work. Yeah, when you have kids, community is everything. And community doesn't only have to be your direct family. It can be those who are around you that you love and trust and have, you know, good relationship with. So yeah, we have him fed and now I'm headed to the coffee shop. It's always weird driving with, you know, like driving and there's no baby in the car. And I remember actually making a video before I had Zevin saying it's gonna be so weird having a baby in the car, and now it's weird not having a baby in the car. Yeah, today in my devotion, I was, you know, like really talking to God about just like self-sufficiency and feeling like self-sufficiency and pride, because you know pride shows up in like a lot of different ways. It's not only like, oh, I'm proud, you know, it also shows up in like you feeling like you're self-sufficient, not wanting to go to God, or not feeling like you have to go to God in order to, you know, do anything in life. And so I was really just talking to God about like self-sufficiency and like a proud heart, and allowing me to have like a humble posture, because it's all about how we think and like it's about our heart posture, and like God looks at that versus like just our intentions. And a book I'm reading is talking about Ananias and Sapphira, which are 2 people in the Bible. They were married and they gave like a sum of money to the church, but like, and then they died because of like the way that they, the heart posture that they had, like out in the open, they were giving it like, oh, that brother and sister are so kind, like look, they gave money. But they said that they would give the whole sum to the church, and they only gave half of the sum or a part of the sum to the church. So in reality, they were giving so that they could look a certain way or people could see them in a certain light. And so it's important for us to check our heart posture in everything we do. And that made me even reflect on like the business that I'm building, Fresh Set. You know, I told God, I'm like, God, if it's that I've ever had like, and you know, like negative intentions in my heart, you know, with building this business, if it's for people to see me, like help me to change my heart posture. If it's for people to look at me and think, wow, she did this, she did that. And then it also helped me to reflect on the reasons that I actually am building a business, which is for like wealth, family wealth, to continue to build like our family's name, and for, you know, like to be able to do things, simple things with my family. Like I love taking family vacations, but sometimes, you know, finances, you have to like make it work. And so those are like, and also giving to people, like people who need help with like scholarships or going to college, not necessarily making like this big foundation, but if someone locally that I know, someone that goes to my church, or someone that is just like close to me and they're in need, I'd love to be able to give them out of what we have made with like our businesses and stuff like that. And that's something that we've already been able to do, but I want to be able to continue to do that. So it's just like, God, I'm doing this because I want your name to be glorified, not for it to be like, oh, Tori Daily, Forbes 30, amazing, whatever. All of those things are great, and I feel like those accolades are great and whatever, but that can't be the reason and the source of why I'm building this business. And not saying, like, people do that and it works for them, but for me personally, I just don't want to do anything outside of God. You know, like I want everything that I do to line up. Another thing, I'm reading The Awe of God by John Bevere, and another thing that they were talking about was like Judgment Day, and the day that we stand before God, like everything's gonna be out in the open, and there's like perception, like there's the way that we perceive ourselves, there's a way that we want people to perceive us, and then there's a reality of who we are. And on Judgment Day, there's not gonna be like anything that we can put over ourselves that God is not gonna be able to see through. And he already sees through all of the facades and the perceptions that we put up. But it just talks about, like, you know, anything that we're doing here on earth, like at the end of the day, our heart just has to be right when we're doing it. So that was like my takeaway from devotion. Like, God, I just want to have a right heart with you. Help me to not have a proud heart. Help me to look at you as like God, the Father, the lover of my soul, and not as someone who's like, you know, out to get me, or like I have to like make sure, you know, like sometimes you just put God in all these different boxes. But you know, it even reminded me of the example of what is it called, with my son. And like I wrote this journal to God this morning too, because I'm like, God, my son wakes up in the morning and he knows he's gonna eat. My son can't cook. He's 2 years old. He can't cook. He can barely even get water for himself from the refrigerator, but he knows that he's going to be hydrated and he knows he's going to be fed, right? And as we get older, it's like we almost get more like deaf to God, or like, you know how they say like in Christmas, like only kids can hear the bell ring and stuff like that. I feel like the older we get and the more responsibilities that get put on top of us, it's like we get to a point where we can't hear God, or like we feel like we can't trust God. But like, I think that's why it's so amazing even having kids, because it gives you like insight on how our relationship should be with God and how we should be even, you know, acting with God. And so my son wakes up and he says to me, Mommy, I want porridge. So as a mom, I could either make it, I don't have the ingredients, or I can go over to my mom's house and she can make it, but we're gonna make it happen. Or on a regular day, we'll make like pancakes and eggs together and stuff like that. You know, like, but why do we feel like we can't turn to God and say, God, I need this, or I want this, right? And if it's in his will, and even as a parent, if Zevin says he wants Cheetos for breakfast, I'm gonna say, Poppy, I know you want Cheetos, but that's not good for you right now for breakfast. We need to have something that's more nourishing, right? And he's gonna throw a little fit, but then he's gonna know that I'm not gonna give it to him because it's not good for him, right? And like, that's the same exact thing with God, you know, like certain things that we don't get, it's just truly because maybe we're not mature enough to have it yet. We shouldn't have it, or it's just not in his will for us to have, and we have to be, you know, resolved with that. So those are all the things that you know, really hit me today in devotion. And it's so great to like talk them out, because I feel like it's making a deeper connection even in my head. And even like me saying this on camera or talking to you guys is literally talking to myself, you know, like Tori, if there are certain things that you don't have right now, it's not because God doesn't want to give you or he doesn't love you or anything like that. It's just either not right time or not for you. And you have to trust that if God is your father, if God is sovereign, if God is caring, if he's this loving God, then you have to trust what he gives and doesn't give, you know? Or even what he's trying to teach us in this time. So I'm gonna head into the coffee shop to get a little work done. I'll see you in there. Mama has made it back to the car. Oh my gosh, that was such a heavy hitting to-do list. Like, no, that's not what I meant to say. I mean, I got so much stuff done just now, guys. Oof. And a lot of times I have to like literally break my arm to just sit and do stuff. One thing that I noticed though is that if I'm not passionate like or inspired by a project, man, do I procrastinate that project. Had a media kit to do. The photos weren't as, you know, cute, and I kind of had to make it something. So that was kind of hard to pull out of my brain, but I did it in an hour. And then I had a whole bunch of emails. Guys, I had a coffee as well, so that's why you're feeling the boom boom boom. As I was saying before, my video was rudely interrupted by a dying camera. So I manage a small hand of talents within the fishing industry, because if you don't know, my brother is the amazing, the awesome, the super adventurous Emmanuel Williams. So I manage his partnerships and projects, and as a result I manage a few more anglers, partnerships, and you know, just help them to advocate their value when it comes to partnerships, so on and so forth. So I had a few emails and things like that to do. And guys, I see online like people always talking about like Chat GPT this, Chat GPT that. Chat GPT is my best friend, guys. Like, it literally doesn't take away the fact that of what I'm doing, you know, like I never feel like you can tell that I use Chat GPT, but it really helps to bring down the time that you work on something. And what's wrong with that? Nobody should ever have an issue with like efficiency and getting things done quicker and faster, you know? So yeah, I feel like it's all about how you use ChatGPT, and not like expecting it to think for you, but using it to think and helping it to like, I feel like ChatGPT is like my creative assistant. Like, she helps jog my brain, think of things really quick, and I'm able to just maneuver through it. I'm not asking ChatGPT to do my job, but ChatGPT helps to do my job quicker and more efficiently, you know? So that's my hot take on AI for now. So I'm getting Zevin from mommy's house. We're gonna do a quick errand to get some stuff for youth group. Anil is home early because I think it's called like a dog day where they get off early. 1 day a month for summer. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm feeling super pumped because I had a coffee. So yeah. What do you have to tell the people today?
What do we have to tell the people? When your wife is miserable, she's hungry. Get her food and she'll be all right. Right, Zevin? Right? Yes? Yeah, you agree? So Tori was very miserable. Tori was very angry. But we fed her and now she's fine. Right, Tori?
Right.
But Tori, as usual, wanted American food, but Daddy wanted Jamaican food, which is rice, chicken, and vegetables. A really balanced meal. Not a chicken sandwich or nuggets or fries. But
I eat Jamaican food.
yeah.
And
How often?
my sandwich had
Pickles.
pickles, lettuce, a big thing of lettuce,
Where did those lettuce come
and
from?
tomatoes.
Walmart.
Dude, Jamaican restaurants use MSG.
Love you.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. What Anil said was true. I had a really bad attitude. I don't know. Let me know, girls. Do you get hungry and not know that you're hungry and like you have an attitude, but it's only when the food gets to you that you notice, wow, or like you bite the food and you're like, wow, I was hungry. I'm not actually upset. I was just hungry. Is that just me or I don't know. But I did get a chicken sandwich and I am feeling 1,000% better. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I was really feeling bad. Like I had a really bad attitude and I was literally just hungry. So I literally said to Anil, I'm like, Anil, I want you to know for the future, if I'm walking around and I have a bad attitude, it's possible that I'm hungry and my body just doesn't know it. And I just don't know to communicate that. Craziness. Very crazy. Can you see
I
me?
just turned immediately down to be out with my son. Y'all don't get it.
Hey guys, so Nilly and Tori are going out for a well-needed date. Yeah. Anything for the peeps?
Live your life and enjoy it and give God the praise every time. You don't know.
Yeah, and now we're at a point, our no longer baby is at 2, so we have a little bit more flexibility. So we're enjoying this time before, you
I
know.
actually have advice.
You have advice?
Yeah, don't wait for retirement to live.
Don't wait for retirement to live. That's a word, Bobby.
Live in your now.
Live in your now. And that doesn't mean, you know,
Go spend your money and
burn
just,
up your credit card and stuff like that, you
yeah,
know.
it means live in the know, have fun in the know. Yes, put away your money for retirement and be wise with your spending, but don't not live your younger life because you're saving and investing all of your money.
Yeah,
And
we
you're
do
gonna start
both.
traveling when no, of course you do both, but some people they said they want to travel the world and their goal is to retire at a certain age so that they can go travel the world, and then as soon as you retire you get arthritis or you get some disease.
Or
And
some people die.
yeah, I didn't want to go to that extent, but yeah.
You never know. Tomorrow is not promised, and that doesn't mean that you should be irresponsible. But you know, like Anil and I, we have a young child, but now he's 2, so we have a little bit more wiggle room. He can take a little talking, and like you can negotiate with him, you know. So
We don't negotiate with terrorists. The business doesn't look like it's going good if it is empty on a Saturday night, right?
thank you.
I heard you wanted a milkshake.
Possibly.
Okay, she wants.
Can I try the cookies and cream?
Sure. There you go.
Thank you. And can I try this pistachio?
Sure.
This pistachio is
Then what do
good.
you want?
What do you want?
Cookie and cream for
Okay, you get cookies and cream so I can get pistachio with the share.
Okay.
Okay, 1 cookies and cream and 1
She
pistachio.
will do the pistachio. I'll do my milkshake. Cookie and cream.
Thank you.
Holloway, Hollywood Bowl, Fubo TV.
And they got a milkshake. I got a pistachio ice cream.
What? You got
Yum.
a pistachio?
It's pistachio.
It's pistachio.
It's pistachio.
It's pistachio.
It's pistachio.
Sorry. Here.
But try it.
Yeah, the Chick-fil-A one is better.
Yeah, that one's a little thin, but it still tastes good. Freddo. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna change things up a bit over here on B Clock 103 FM Susha.
Do you have,
My computer froze.
how many more minutes do you have?
Hey, check.
Hey, check.
How
Yeah.
many more minutes do you have?
Well,
Whenever you're ready, baby, I'll go.
if there's one thing I God is good all the time. If he ain't, then you
Well, you know.
and in the rain, in the shine. God is good all the time. All the time. If all the time. God is good, God is great. Thank you for this place. Amen. Praise the Lord, take my soul to the heaven gate. When I ain't got nothing left, you will call
Somebody knows you, Lord, but just haven't. Father, I'm praying for a friend. He and I are pretty close. And out of all my friends, for this one I'm concerned the most. Been changed by what he's done for them.
I just bought the flowers on a B-day. Baby, why would I cheat? Be my cheat day. You a treat, you a snack. Fighting with your jeans cause you got it like that. Well, okay, tell me what y'all think. Matter
It's the gospel song.
We are at Grandma's house. She is making us some lovely porridge.
Sweetie, correction. I'm making Zevin porridge. And the fact that Mother Tori know how to make porridge and then they pull me.
Listen, Zevin woke up this morning and said, I want Grandma to make me porridge. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, so, but you know, grandmother, grandbaby, like anything for them, you know? So,
Wow. So what did Grandma put in here? Grandma let the water boil
with the cinnamon sticks.
with the cinnamon sticks and the cinnamon leaves.
It's considered that you season the water, right? So you season the water, you put water, and you put cinnamon sticks, and you put nutmeg, and you put vanilla, and a little tip of salt, right? And then you kind of let it marinate a
Okay,
bit.
I lost unconsciousness.
Unconscious?
I mean, I
unconscious?
lost consciousness. I
Right?
went unconscious. And then you put oat milk along with a little cornmeal.
Nuh-uh. You put oatmeal, you mix the cornmeal in the oatmeal, right? And then to give it this nice slippery taste, then you add coconut milk. Oh my goodness.
So it's basically a vegan porridge.
Yes, but you can add some chicken if you want.
We do.
This with some
Turn down the
crackers.
heat. It's obviously too
Oh, don't
hot.
tell me how to cook now, honey. Don't tell me how to cook. Right? So you
Okay.
you could do it for breakfast.
Mommy.
You could do it for lunch, but at night with some crackers or bread in it, oh my God, you're almost going to heaven. Mhm.
Okay. So this is the
Oh, wait,
final.
let me check if I have condensed milk.
Oh yeah, we have. That's the only cow part. So now it's no longer vegan.
That's right, my darling. So guys, don't judge us, okay?
Don't judge us.
Right, so don't judge us. Say, don't judge grandma.
Don't judge grandma.
That's right, baby. So here we go. Whoa! This is the kick in the porridge, man. Ooh, the best taste. You know, just give the porridge a vibe. I'm gonna do a little taste test, right? Because now I put everything in, and you know, put the sugar in. But I mean the milk. But sometimes you have to go back and see if it has the right taste. You know.
Okay, so we're adding a little bit more vanilla.
Yeah, you know, just to
Because
give it a little more punch.
Eunice didn't put enough.
That's how you cook, darling. You add as you go. You know, you could tell the real cook versus the social media cooks, you know.
First off, I don't cook for social media. You're so annoying.
Ooh, Jesus.
Okay, guys.
So, guys, this is the finished product, okay? So,
I want some pie.
add on there, oh my God, the crackers. Let me tell you, if you don't have this, you can't
I
eat.
do not like my porridge with crackers. I like bread.
But that's the difference with a Jamaican and a Jamaican, right?
Zevin wants his porridge.
that good, huh, Papa? You fighting for it. Go get your porridge.
Here.
Mmm.
Oh yeah.
So good.
He said hallelujah.
Praise Jesus.